Let's go ahead and get this meeting going. Calling to order today the meeting of the first quarter open board meeting of the Sea Trail Master Association. Welcome you here. We are glad that the crowd is here, and thank you very much. You can ask questions when our meeting is over and we go into the open forum. Right now, let's stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We want to make sure you know who we are. I'm Mickey Smith. I'm the president. We'll start on the right side with Donald. Donald, tell who you are, please, sir.
Donald Bean, member at large.
Maggie Sorensen, member at large.
Jack Pasalugo, member at large.
Roz Dahlin, Vice President.
Dawn Samorowski, secretary.
Jack Philibom, Treasurer.
Janine Entwistle, General Manager.
Okay, before we get going good, I just want to say thank you to Debbie Cornell in the corner, Greg McIntyre over, and Jack Pasaluga for setting the room up and getting everything ready to go. Thank you very much. Okay, now, appreciate that. Okay, now we'll have the general manager report by Janine.
Okay, so this report is from after the annual meeting till February the 18th. So that's the time span it covers. Activity that we had, so things that went through our portal, we had 120 homeowner calls, 121 collections, 1,647 emailed homeowner statements, 260 email messages to homeowners, 201 invoices, 40 new homeowner setups, 27,352 broadcast messages, 28 closing questions, 50 debit card receipts, 15 emails to the management company, 24 general questions, 9 homeowner refund requests, 7 payment plan requests, 2 registered concerns, 5 homeowner fee waiver requests, and 32 customer feedback. And then for the on-site team, I attended 51 meetings and Debbie attended 63. Debbie had 742 phone calls, 896 homeowner email correspondence, 46 new owner setups. She issued 120 amenity cards and she helped process 37 ARC submissions. Some of the other things we've had under the ARC, we have 1 pending new construction. We've had 5 approved new constructions. There were 25 design changes with one design change denied. There were 3 design changes that were resubmitted, and there's 1 pending, and then there's 1 ARC violation. Let's see. And we've only had 3 rules violations that were reported since the annual meeting but no letters have gone out. So, and that's my report.
Okay, we'll move into the committee reports. I don't know if you've not been here before. What we do is we have a lot of committees that work diligently and a lot of people involved in it. And what we do is we have a liaison from the board, and then we have a chairperson on those committees. So we'll go through these committees now. We'll start with Dawn with the ABC POA Roads and Landscape Committee.
Thank you. I don't think Colleen is here, and Colleen is part of the ABC POA. No. Okay, so what the ABC POA is, it's the Alliance of Brunswick County Property Owner Association. And typically, this group of people are made up of HOAs throughout Brunswick County. And they are interested in making sure that property values are kept up, that communities are kept safe, and it's all member driven. So the other week, I had the privilege of participating in a forum up in Brunswick County at the community college, which addressed many, many issues that affect Sunset Beach, Sea Trail, Brunswick County. So it's great information, and as we continue to get more information about that we feel we're able to share, that is something that our HOA will actually try to put toward our homeowners. So if Colleen was here, I would recognize her, but she's not. So moving on, I'm also the liaison for landscape. And Michael Smorowski is the chairperson. And Michael, can you stand up with any of the other committee members? I see John is here. Is there anybody else on landscape? So basically, before Michael gets started, landscape is made up of 5 or 6 committee members, and they each take a portion of Sea Trail as their ownership. So then they will manage that area of Sea Trail or Oyster Point or Crooked Gully or wherever that location may be. And then they meet on a monthly basis with myself and Janine, and also Phoenix is part of that process as well. So I'm going to turn this over to Michael, and he's going to give us a couple of highlights with what landscape has been working on.
Hello. Okay. Yeah. All right.
You can take it out.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So, you see the brochure everybody has? They're all color coded. So, what we have is Tabby Walk. Let me start with what's been done first. Yeah. Okay. What's been done first? Sorry. Much better. What we have is let me think here. Yeah. Before Tabby Walk. Oh. King's Trail. Anybody been down to King's Trail? Have you seen the difference? Okay, good. So thank you. That was a big one to get approved, and that needed to be done. So that is done and completed. The next one, Crooked Gully, the corner. You seen that?
Yeah.
Big improvement. So that was something I put together too, and the team put together. So we got a lot of projects started in Q4 and Q1. The next one is going to be Tabby Walk is going to be done this year. You guys know where Tabby Walk is? Okay, so you're coming in the south entrance. As you're coming into the south entrance, it kind of veers each way. Okay, so that wall there is going to be lit up and all re-landscaped. That whole area is going to be done.
You see the whole area, you see right there,
Right there, you go left, right.
along the whole wall.
Yeah, back in there. That, and we're going to light up the palm trees because it's so dark at night. So that's going to be done. We're doing a much more focus away from Clubhouse North. Okay, that was the big thing this year. All right. Next thing after that, we did some trees, palm trees.
Excuse me, Michael.
Yeah.
Can you use the mic, because if you don't use the mic, we're not able to record what you're sharing.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Can you put it in?
Talk loud like you always talk to your wife.
Yeah, all right, much better. So yeah, back there coming in, it's dark. Okay, there used to be a stop sign there when the traffic was coming through here. So what we did was we put a proposal together. The board did approve that, and we just got lighting approved because what we wanted to do is light it up too because it's really dark there. So it's going to, again, get to the full effect going around Sea Trail over the last couple of years. You can see a lot of the changes that we have done. Those are the big ones coming up throughout the year. Every year we go through the irrigation, and this year it was only $1,500. Last year we did thousands and thousands of dollars. There's a lot of irrigation, heads break, pipes burst. There was one that burst over the weekend. I had to call Devin, and Devin came out. He's the project manager at Phoenix, and they turned the waters off there. So that's a lot of expenses that go there. Yes. If you're going past Champions, down Clubhouse, about right down there. I don't know if you saw it over the weekend, people who walk the area, it was leaking over. So they just shut it off today.
We had a large leak, like a fountain.
Yeah.
Near Tabby Walk, and then it was going here, and then somebody miraculously fixed it. I don't know who did it.
Okay. Yeah, no, they come out. People call me or I get calls and I call Devin or Inman, and they usually are really spot on coming out and taking care of it. So, yeah. But
Michael.
the rest of the questions you can hold till the end, though. 'cause
Yes,
There's a lot.
there's,
Yes, yes,
Bob, we
I
don't,
know. Yeah.
no questions until the end,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
No, I like to get
If
it.
Bob asks another question, somebody get it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Write
So-
it down.
So these are what I just spoke about was what was done in Q1, and with the weather being bad, Phoenix was on top of. If you all see Phoenix is here every day of the week, just about. So they do a wonderful job. I think they respect everybody. If you're walking by, they stop, blow. But it's always good just to go up, say, hey, thanks for everything you do. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. The next group that I'm the liaison to is I skipped over it earlier. It's the board roads and maintenance, and I know we have Wayne Hellman here, and we also have Don Boyd. If you don't mind just standing up and waving to the crowd, appreciate it. These gentlemen come with a wealth of knowledge, many years and experience of roads maintenance, developing roads. So I'm the new kid on the block, and they have both been tremendously helpful in helping with my learning curve. So I ask to Don and to Wayne if there is anything that you'd like to add or share with the group. Yeah, and if you can talk into the mic, that's the only way we're able to record, so we appreciate it.
I'll just add that apparently the town wants some speed limit signs on Crooked Gully. And so we've ordered those signs, and there'll be 20-mile-an-hour speed limit signs put on Crooked Gully at each end of Crooked Gully.
Yes, and it's actually Rice Mill.
Oh, it's Rice Mill.
Yes, Rice Mill.
Okay, it's Rice Mill.
Okay.
Over where you live at.
I want to say something about that on the rice mill. When you enter in every entrance except the north, you'll see signs that say speed limit 20 miles per hour unless otherwise posted. Chief Clammer thought about this one last year, Rice Mill, and then I talked with him this week, and he said, I think because of the length of that, even though we have the 20 miles an hour at the entrances, I would still like to have that. So that's why that's happening. One of those signs will be paid for by the town. One of those signs will be paid for by STMA, because that road, half of that road is owned by STMA, and half of that road is owned by the town. So just wanted you to know.
Thank you very much. Don, not to put you on the spot, but did you want to say anything about the potholes, or did you want me to go forward with that? Okay. Okay, no problem. Well, anyway, Don has been very instrumental in pulling together a spreadsheet of all of the potholes in Sea Trail and Oyster Point. And this coming week, he and I are meeting with the town of Sunset Beach Public Works to go over the potholes, what we have already existing. And typically, once they get a list of these potholes in the various locations throughout the community, then it's up to them, Public Works, to come out and repair those potholes. It's an ongoing maintenance, so we're always looking at that. But if you should see or run into, no pun intended, a pothole that we're unaware of, please just notify either myself, Wayne, or Don. That would be appreciated. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Don. Okay, we're moving on to Maggie Sorson's. She is a liaison for the chapel, library, health and safety, social committee, and TGIF. Okay, Maggie.
Good afternoon. I'll first start with our chapel chair is Kathy Blaine.
Can I just take it? Do that. Hi, everybody. I'm Kathy Blaine, and I am chairman of the chapel committee. I don't have anything to report. Things were very slow because we really don't do brick services when it's freezing cold outside. But I thought since this is something that possibly everybody doesn't know about. A lot of new homeowners have absolutely no clue that we have a chapel. They don't even know where it is. So I'm here to tell you that it is right between the MAC and the tennis courts. So if you need a place to go to reflect, a place to maybe just sit and think, the chapel is a beautiful, beautiful place. We will be celebrating our 30th anniversary in March, which is hard to believe. It started out with a group of ladies that were taking requests from neighbors. Could you pray for me? Now, of course, they kept everything quite confidential, and they met once a week, and they would talk. And that little group of ladies lasted 2 years until they finally said, you know, we would really like to have a chapel. There's no chapel here at Sea Trail. So they approached the management, back 30 years ago, and they donated the land. And the subcontractors and the contractors gave us a really good break on all of the things that are in the chapel. So it is a beautiful, beautiful little place to go. I have a very large committee, and sometimes people don't understand how the little tiny chapel can have a lot of people, but we do, because we have brick coordinators, we have wedding coordinators, we have girls that do the advertising, we have girls that pick up bricks, we have girls that do the interior decorating on the inside, we have a treasurer, and so on and so on. Georgia, I see you're here. Is anybody else here? Ann, is that it? Just the two of you? Stand up, please. Come on. Ann is our treasurer, and Georgia is our brick lady. I don't see anybody else here. Like I said, the chapel went through an extensive landscape renovation some years ago. And when they did that, they had installed some benches, which add to the atmosphere and to the just the quietness of the place. We do hold weddings in our chapel. We have had baptisms. We have had renewal of vows there. And the brick services, that's another big thing that maybe somebody doesn't really understand. It's for anyone that is a homeowner, and when someone passes, there is a form out on the internet, and it's all on the website, and I think it might be under About Us. I'm not sure. And then About Us goes to committees, and if you look for the chapel committee and read what it is, there's a form that you can go in there and fill out. There's all the information, and our names are all listed there. We have girls on the committee that are from specific areas in Sea Trail that handle prayer requests. And it is noted, please, that any of this is all confidential. You know, we meet once a month to go over everything, and we plan out about the bricks and who's going to pick up bricks and what's going on. So there's a lot that goes on with the chapel, and I appreciate the time. Oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you is we have note cards, and these note cards are the perfect thing to send if you want to just send a sympathy note or just a note to someone, and they're really nice. There's 10 in a pack, and it's only $7, and there's a beautiful pencil sketch of the chapel on the front, so those are really pretty. And I don't think there's anything else. And I'm not going to ask for questions. If they want to ask anything, they can ask later. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Kathy. Going to our library committee, Betty Priskew.
The library is another really nice amenity that we have at Sea Trail.
everything that's in there was donated, and well, except all the bookcases, of course, but the all the books have been donated. So we keep fiction and biography and autobiography, and the thing that's most popular these days is puzzles. We've got 2 big bookcases full of puzzles. So we encourage people to go there. There's also a nice chair. There's if you want to sit and read, you can do that. And I have a team of 20 volunteers, and each volunteer takes a week at a time to keep the library nice and neat and put everything away. That's my report.
Betty, do you have any committee members? Are any of your committee members here? Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Betty. We have the Health and Safety Resources. Karen Share, is the chairperson, but she's not here today. But Janice Manning is going to give a report.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we've been meeting monthly. We've been pretty active. Last month, we had the police department here and gave a seminar on scams. And it was great. We had 64 people. And the police suggested that we do this every 6 months because they said the scammers come up with new things. So we've put that on our agenda, so be looking for another one of those seminars. We also, and I think you should have gotten it yesterday, a survey. And it was suggested that we don't know exactly what you're interested in. So if you would take a look at that survey, it's in your inbox, and fill that out for us, we would appreciate it, because then we can get speakers to address those things that you want to see on that. So look for that survey and please fill that out and return it to us. One of the other things that we have going on March 11th, from 2 to 4 here at the Pink Palace, we have a doctor from Emerge Ortho. And he's going to talk to us about new treatment for knees and hips and how we can stay more active as we get a little bit older. So that should be a good seminar there. We have that coming up. And then we have also in the future, we don't have a date yet because sometimes it's hard to schedule a date for this big palace. It's a busy place. But as soon as we can get that, we'll get it on the website and you can find that. But it's Bob Farrell is going to present a seminar on nutrition and supplements. And he spoke to our garden club and was fabulous. It was a good seminar. So as soon as we can get that scheduled, we'll get that out to you also. But March 11th is the next one we have coming up. Okay?
Janice, are there other committee members from the social committee? Please stand. Oh, I'm sorry. Health and Safety Resources. Thank you, Janice. Moving on to the social committee, Jerry Esposito.
Hello, hi. I'm the co-chair. I'm the chair of the social committee. We have 9 members on our team, and what we do is try to come up with ideas where we could get together as a group and do some social activities. Things we've done in the past are like, and most of the activities take place here in the Pink Palace. Trivia, for instance. We did a Christmas in July outside on the patio, which was really nice behind the convention center. We did the Price is Right game. And of course, we had our big holiday gala that was very nice in the convention center for Christmas. And I want to thank the Sea and Sand Band that did a fabulous job for us. And we had 335 people there. add in. It was a buffet dinner that was very good. The next thing coming up is trivia. It's going to be here in April. Our events are listed on the website, but also, thankfully, the president's message always contains what's going on, so you can look for things there. And we're always looking for people that might have ideas for new events. And you could just send an email if you think of anything that could be of interest to a group. One other thing we're trying to get together is go out to a restaurant as a group where, it could be maybe 100 people, 120 people in a restaurant that would host us and give us basically a good price, but then we could all have a dinner together and chat and meet new neighbors that we have. So that's basically what we do. It's mostly fun stuff.
Thank you, Jerry. TGIF, Gail Triglia.
Good afternoon. I'm Gail Treglia with TGIF. My committee is also Jean Kirsch and Leslie McKnight. We came up for 2026 with a few new ideas. We had a big crowd in December with our songbirds singing Christmas songs. And we also had a pretty large crowd last week where we tried a comedian and he was a big success. So we're thinking of new ideas. The next TGIF will be in March with Chris Carey, who will be playing some Irish tunes on the fiddle. We'll get a food truck. I think more and more people are coming as going out to dinner and entertainment is getting a little expensive. So this is a cheaper way of meeting people and having a good time. So if anybody else has any ideas that they want to do, we're pretty much booked for 2026. We have about 6 different things we're going to do and for 2026 and have a good time. That's all.
Thank you, Gail. Welcome Committee. The chairs are Susanna Partrick and Deb Bird. I don't believe they're here. Is there anyone else from the Welcome Committee here? Okay, I'll give the report. The Welcome Committee contacted and delivered gift bags to 38 new owners in Sea Trail during November 2025 through January 2026. The breakdown of that is November 2025 was 13, December 2025 was 9, and January 2026 was 16. There are 17 areas that the Welcome Committee has committee members who go out and welcome the new residents moving into Sea Trail. That concludes my liaison report.
Thank you, Maggie.
So we're, I think, operating pretty easy. By the time we split it amongst 100 neighbors, the cost is very minimal. We just felt for the cost that it was a great thing we could do to improve the safety of our neighborhood. So it's placed at the entrance, so every car that comes in our neighborhood goes past this camera. The one coming into our neighborhood is marked, and we like it like that. That if you're coming into our neighborhood, know that we use this technology to try to keep our neighbors safe. Our flock cameras, crime deterrent, absolutely. People that are professional criminals are probably really aware of flock cameras. When they drive by a camera and they see that, they may think twice about coming into your neighborhood.
I certainly think they are a deterrent. We've got signs at the entrance that we are protected. We looked at several other camera systems that were not nearly as comprehensive as Flock. What I call comprehensive system of safety, which ties directly into law enforcement, is 24/7, is detected based on motion, records the tag numbers, the make and color of the car, as well as images of people coming and going. I know of another company that does a better job at what Flock does than Flock, and we've been thrilled with it. I would recommend Flock highly.
This new technology takes criminals off the street. With block cameras, the police department's very proactive. There's a lot of community awareness about flock. It was an easy sell in our area. Without the police department being transparent, I don't know that we know about it. And our police department, they use it, and they dedicate a lot of time and energy to using flock cameras and making the best out of them. Do I sleep better at night knowing I've got a flock camera? Yes, I do. Flock cameras are a very effective tool and good at what it does. It's just been proven. And I'm sorry Flock's so successful, but I'm glad they're there.
It's one of the first things I log into when I do that still review a lot of the common hits the night before or the days prior to see, hey, where are these vehicles constantly hitting at if we're not able to locate them at the time. Post incidents, we were able to log into the camera system and done different searches to narrow down which vehicles are involved in certain crimes.
It covers pretty much all the areas in the precinct that are hot spots. Whenever it goes off, we go straight to the area and try and isolate where the cars go in until we're either able to find it or they come back in the future. I locate stolen vehicles, running people solely off of using Flock. It usually gives us a major advantage in detecting crimes that happen in neighborhoods frequently, such as people using vehicles to go inside the neighborhood, crimes like entering autos or burglaries. We're able to actually have a shot at identifying them. If there's a camera right up front, they come in the neighborhood with a vehicle. We isolate down that time frame and we're able to figure out exactly who they are. It gives us major leads and investigations.
Most paramount, especially if the neighborhood gets hit with high volume crimes such as entering autos. We can log into the system if the HOAs in the neighborhoods do have cameras in order to locate which vehicle was involved in this so that we can put it out to not just our precinct, but surrounding agencies and jurisdictions. The more cameras we have, the better. They're smart as well, and they know what to look for, so it does help deter. Biggest factors, obviously, are going to be cost versus security. Can't put a dollar on your safety. It's not just you, it's your neighbors, your kids, and everything. So I say, hey, really do the research and talk to the neighborhoods and HOAs that already have them and see the benefits that they have gotten from it. If you're on the fence about it, I'd encourage it, get it because it helps us. It's another set of eyes, helps increase our partnership, helps increase citizen safety and the comfortability of living where they want to.
Invest in getting Flock up front or having a camera system. Flock's one of the biggest tools that we've had. I've definitely increased their personal security. I know Flock's pretty much on point. That is an outstanding system.
I think Flock does a great job, especially like I said, just keep on what Flock is doing. Probably one of my better partnerships with the department I think we have so far.
Okay, just to summarize what you heard in the video, Flock Safety Cameras and C-Trail Masters Association can partner together with our police force and help us keep crime out of C-Trail, or at least solve the crimes that happen in C-Trail. We do currently, Town of Sunset Beach does have 2 Flock cameras in our town limits, as well as Brunswick County Sheriff has 8 cameras. So our county and our town is now covered with flock, and so we thought it would be a good thing for us to get involved and have it in Sea Trail, especially with, as you all know, the traffic that we have coming into Sea Trail now with our golf courses, with our restaurants, with our visitors, with our guests, and with our homeowners. So there's a lot of activity that's going on, and it just keeps increasing. So we felt like that was a good way. Why flock? Safety. Again, it just helps the police solve crimes. It generates leads. It intercepts threats, works with the law enforcement to intercept the potential threats before they escalate. The flock safety platform consists of LPR cameras, which is what we are getting. They also have video cameras, and then they also have audio detection. We are not probably going to look at those right now. With the LPR cameras, that's license plate reading cameras. They run on solar power and cellular. So there is no other utility bills that come. That contract price of $4,200 a year is all inclusive. It also includes service and maintenance for those cameras. 24/7 protection. The cameras work day and night, and they record day and night. They have the vehicle details like the make, the type, the color, bumper stickers, missing plates, whatever. They do not take a picture of the person driving. So there's no facial recognition. There's no person identification. It is simply license plates. Again, we said partnership with law enforcement. That's critical, and this is a way to help our law enforcement solve crimes. So the interesting thing with these cameras, and this is their patent, I guess, they do have the hot list feature. So when there is a license plate that has committed a crime in this area or nationally, it is on their hot list. So if a car drives into Sea Trail and they're on the hot list, they will automatically ping the police department. So they can act on a car entering Sea Trail immediately. And so that's an interesting feature and really helps defer potential crime. Now, flock safety is ethics-driven technology. It's committed to maintaining a principled and ethical approach to data collection that protects residents without infringing on privacy. So again, no personal identifiable information. License plates and vehicle details are 100% objective evidence, removing the human bias. And we also will have control of our footage and our footage for our community. We are allowed to give access to the police and to the sheriff's office so that they can follow up on these hot list pings as soon as possible. But we don't give access to our footage to anybody else. And one thing that Chief Claymore recommended is putting up those signs. And so we did put the signs up that said the community is monitored. And it was because the town had put one camera in there, but it's not a 24/7 camera, and so it wasn't working the way they had wanted. This was before they got flock. And so, but the signage is definitely a deterrent, as well as once people find out that we do have flock cameras, hopefully it will deter any other criminals coming to Sea Trail. I think I've probably gone on long enough. We'll have more information posted on the STMA website. The installation we're hoping will occur in March, so we'll get that information out there. As far as there's frequently asked questions as well as some more videos, so that if y'all have any more need for information, don't hesitate to ask, or as Candy says, go to the website. So that's all I have. Thanks.
Thank you, Roz. You can ask questions when the meeting's adjourned, more questions on the cameras if you have them. Okay. I think that concludes our... Yeah, let's do the entities. Okay. we're getting ready to go into the open forum after we adjourn. We do the entities. We started doing this last year. Janine will do it. And just remember, this is stuff that the entities are very important because we don't handle the golf course issues, okay? We try to work with the golf course. We try to work with Riptide. We try to work with everybody, but we are not responsible for those. So your questions, try to make them towards stuff that we do handle. Okay, Janine.
And this is just a visual that we created last year for it. So as you can see, everything on the left side of the chart is underneath C-Trail and underneath the STMA board. What's on the right side are the things that Mickey was talking about that we don't control and we would not be able to answer questions about. Private entities, the various builders in here, and anything to do with the golf, the restaurants, the convention center, the VAC, those kinds of things. So that's just a visual to help you remember that.
Do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting? Do we have a second?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the meeting is over.